Yeehaw! Welcome to day 20 of Hillbilly Rick's total isolation from everywhere there is in existence. I'm going to go through a couple of things about our past and our history and would like to share it with you. In 1954 in Evansville, there was a Sunset Drive-In that opened on July 4th of 1954. I was 6 years old. My dad helped Mr. Nicklick build the building for it. So the day it was open, when I was 6 years old, I rode on this merry-go-round for the very first time. So in the 80s, when they closed the drive-in, I tried like crazy to buy it, and he was so hard-headed, and he would never tell me a price. So finally one day I came back in town, and I said, "Mr. Nicklick, it's just gonna run." I slammed his door and went home. By the time I got home, he had called me and changed my mind. His mind said, "You can have it for $1,200. I got in my car, drove down there, got him the money, and then I got a trailer and I jacked it up on four house jacks, and I put a trailer under it, and I thought, well, Sunday afternoon, 3 o'clock, I could probably sneak it up 41, about 15 miles to my campground. Boy, was I wrong. About the time I pulled on 41 heading north, there's like 1,000 cars got out of something at Roberts Stadium, and I could only go about 10 miles an hour. So I did cause quite a jam, but I then got a brand new bearing, and concrete is a 4 foot by 4 foot by 4 foot cube of concrete to hold it in place, and the kids really like it. And then we had McDonald's down there on South Lane or South Kentucky, and they had this old slide. So my deal was to get this slide and bring it up to the campground, and I can't tell you the tens of thousands of kids that have slid down this over the years. And now I'll take you upstairs and show you the Captain Crook that goes into the top of it that I've had all redone, and that makes it really fun. And then about 1984, me and John Vickers welded together this jungle gym, and we could, for the kids to play on, we welded it right here. And then I went to Cincinnati and got this big frog slide, which is the only thing I'm going to sell, because I've got something else I want to build here for my grandson. And then we've got this Hamburger. The kids love this. I went all the way up to northern Indiana to get this and to bring it down. The kids can climb up inside of it and hide. Do you remember you doing that when you were a kid? One awesome swing set. But here's my pride and joy. My son, when he was a teenager, helped me build the first Buck Rogers cartoon drawing of a spaceship. We built this out of a World War II bomb tail section and a test nose cone. And in the first cartoon, they had that wheel on there, and I found out that wheel was to cut mines, and they copied it from submarines that go out and cut mines and minesweepers. So there's a little bit about Hillbilly Rick's place, and we wish you the best. Yeehaw! Make sure you cover your face. Okay, it's to protect others, not you, if it's a loose coupling. This fish was the first project my son and I did together in fiberglassing. You see the big fishing pole? That was 11 pieces. There was 2 pieces missing. It was in a burn pile down by Kentucky Lake, and a guy was getting ready to burn it, and I said, "Oh, let me have that." He said, "Yeah, for $500. And I said, "Okay." So I went down with a trailer and we picked it up, and my son and I fiberglassed this fish all the way together. And then I said, you know, and I'm going to have him standing up in the air, and then I'm going to make a big fishing rod with a big roll. Oh yeah, looky there. Oh yes. And we had the world's largest bass. And then of course we came across a buoy down at Lake Barkley on the ground, and somebody gave it to me. So now we got a buoy, a huge fishing pole, and this one awesome bass that my son and I made together. A lot of history here at Weather Rock Campground.